Station, Texas, Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Spartans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Aggies offense will get first crack at it here. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Looking for a man, it's Reed. And his throw is incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Michigan State's offense has the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw in so many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a...
Heel off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Bringing the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They believe they can run right here. There he goes. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. And the Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. With the catch, it's Collier. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. DVS.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
On the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the D denied him on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Trying to barrel in. And he will score. Touchdown, Sparty. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Reed. Got it behind the line. It's Sanford. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They think there's room to run to the right here. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Collier. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run play action. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the mix, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. It's going to catch a big fella.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Michigan State. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Gets it out fast. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Turning it on! He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got it in the middle, it's Wilson.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. You got an arm like this and you can just boom, put it on a line. It's really nice to have that.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna swing it on second down. Scrambling away. Caught in the backfield. It's Sanford. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Hand off from the shotgun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Reed. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Texas A&M looking to convert on 4th here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. This time it's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 4 over Northwestern. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Spartans send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Reed. That's caught. It's Wilson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From the red zone, looking for a man. He wants it all. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, I don't know if there was a lot of question with respect to who that ball was going to be going to. This quarterback knows who his best playmaker is, and on the final play of the first half, he was looking him up. It wasn't going to be easy, but they were able to execute, get on the same page, score the touchdown, and they've got the lead.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to...
Pulls it in down the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. These are the type of throws that can make this Spartan offense feel invincible.
I mean, just go to the next level. You know you're going to get a heavy dose of the run game, but when you can complete these passes down the field, you will have all Michigan State fans. Go green. Go white. Go green. Go white.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. He lost one down the sideline. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole and breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D-linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You've got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
Wants to throw. It's Reed. Got the back over the middle. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26. Certainly well within field goal range. But let's see if they choose to go for it here. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4. Working that left side now. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The inside handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to... into a score.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game.
Touchdown, Aggie! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the Spartans will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success.
He's loose. Touchdown, Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Northwestern. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back and leaves it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Spartans line up to punt it away. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll heave it deep. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Reed. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the 1st down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. The Spartans will hustle to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Right on the money. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
He's got an open man. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here comes the heat. Flips it out in the flat. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Norman. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
It's complete to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They stretched this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination.